Welcome back, friends, to my playthrough of the Mass Effect Legendary Edition series. Now, today we are going to start the next playthrough in this series, which is Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. Now, for those of you who missed it, we actually have a playthrough of the first game in the series, which we completed not too long ago, and we decided to play as Commander John Shepard. He's an Earthborn War Hero, and as for his class, he's a soldier, and we decided to play as a mostly Paragon Commander Shepard. And today we are going to continue his story in Mass Effect 2. Now, I believe I have mentioned this before. I beat both the first and second games in this series, so much like our previous playthrough, this is not going to be a blind one. Now, having said that, much in the same way as the aforementioned last playthrough, it has been a while since I last beat Mass Effect 2, so I am not gonna remember every single little detail in this game, and in fact I reckon I'm gonna rediscover a lot of it, and that's my hope, that I get to rediscover this special game alongside you guys. So that's about it for the intro for this episode. So without any further ado, please just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Much like in the first game, here in the loading screen of this game we also see a mass relay. Here it is, Mass Effect 2. Now, in regards to the Legendary Edition, Mass Effect 2 and 3, they don't get the treatment that Mass Effect 1 did. That is, Mass Effect 2 and 3 is, how should I say, modern enough to not be built from the ground up like Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition was. So all these games in this Legendary Edition are remastered, but Mass Effect 1 got more... It was transformed more substantially. That's not to say Mass Effect 2 and 3 are gonna look bad, I don't think so. At least I hope not. And from what I heard, that doesn't seem to be the case. So yeah, I think I need to say that first though, to set our expectations. But yeah, I'm very excited to begin our adventure, to continue rather our adventure. And oh yeah, before I forget, I took off my Systems Alliance hat and am trying to rock a haircut similar to Commander Shepard's. Anyway, let's begin our playthrough of Mass Effect 2. Here it is. As usual, whenever I start a new game, I like to go and double check the options first. I believe if we can get it, it should be under extras. Yep. Options, graphics, favor quality, please. Calibration. I think we can leave this alone. Sound, yep. Controls. Okay. Gameplay, here it is. Oh, it's already good. Yeah, squad power usage. When enabled, squad members automatically use their most effective powers in combat. When disabled, squad members only use defensive and ammo powers automatically. Yeah, as mentioned before, our Commander Shepard is a soldier, so he doesn't have that many powers of his own and is going to rely on his squad members to, you know, set up combos and use powers in general. So I will try to disable this option first and see how it goes. Subtitles on, of course. Autosave also on. Okay, we are good. And let's create a new game. Male, female, import Mass Effect 1 character. This is what we're gonna go with, and this is arguably one of the main features of Mass Effect as a series. That is to say, the choices you made in one game are carried over to the next game and even to the game after that. Yes, options you made back in Mass Effect 1 can have repercussions all the way in Mass Effect 3, if memory serves. Now, I haven't beaten Mass Effect 3 yet, but I actually played the beginning parts of it, so yeah, I know that some options are carried over that far. So yeah, we are going to import our Mass Effect 1 character. There he is, Commander John Shepard. Oh, level 57. So in our Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition playthrough, we chose the Legendary mode for the progression, and that made the maximum level that we could get being level 30, which we didn't achieve. We finished the last game at level 28 or 29, and I think here that progress is converted to the classic mode, in which the max level is level 60. But yeah, that's quite interesting. And to the top right here we have an image of the planet Magi, is it? In the Armstrong Nebula. I remember we use it as one of the thumbnails of our episodes in the last playthrough. It's the Geth Incursions episode, I believe. Now, does that mean this picture will have any sort of relevance in the story of Mass Effect 2? I actually don't know. But anyway, let's import the character. Interesting tidbit in the loading screen there. I believe the first game don't have like tips and tricks written in their loading screens. Okay, we are presented with the opportunity to review our options, which we actually did, so I'm just gonna continue. Service history, imported save game details. Name, John Shepard. Rank, 57, this is the level I think. Military specialization, soldier. Psychological profile, Paragon. Commander Shepard followed the Paragon path. Status of Rex. Urdnot Rex survived the mission on Vermeer. This confirmed our understanding in the last playthrough that we could have lost Rex on Vermeer. Missing in action, Caden Elenko was killed on Vermeer. Yeah, we chose to save Ashley. Ashley was the one who was tasked with setting up the bomb on Vermeer that will destroy Saren's research facility, and that is why we came down there. And yeah, after considering everything, I decided to save Ashley. But yeah, Caden's role and sacrifice will not be forgotten. He was a valuable team member. Council history. The Council was saved by Commander Shepard during the attack on the Citadel. Yeah, we chose to ask the Human Systems Alliance reinforcements to come to the Starship Ascension's rescue. And at the time, the Council was on board the Ascension, as it is the flagship of the Citadel Council. And Council seat, Commander Shepard recommended Captain Anderson for a seat on the Council instead of Ambassador Udina, because Captain Anderson is a hero through and through. Now, he has been a military man through most of his career, so I still am not sure actually how he felt about it, but oh, never mind. He was glad, like he was honored to be bestowed that position by the Citadel Council at the finale at the finale of the previous playthrough. I still remember that. Okay, yeah, so that's all the main choices that are going to be carried over through our playthrough of Mass Effect 2, but minor spoiler alert, those won't be the only ones. At least that's the case if I remember correctly. So yeah, let's see if we can pick up those consequences of our choices back in Mass Effect 1. I think it'll be fun to try to find those out. But yeah, let's continue. Electronic Arts presents a BioWare production. Oh.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help. even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
1 month after the devastating Geth attack on the Citadel, the galactic community struggles to rebuild. The Alliance fleet made a tremendous sacrifice to save the Citadel Council and earn humanity membership in their prestigious group. Now the Council is forced to respond to evidence that the Reapers, enormous machines that eradicates all organic life, I think. I didn't make it, guys, sorry. There it is, the Normandy.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Oh, Liara.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttle. I'll take care of Joker.
Oh,
Shepard!
Liara, go. Now.
Aye, aye.
who's attacking us, guys?
Everybody in! Go, go, go!
Dr. Chakwas. Oh! Wow, we are really abandoning ship. Well, what else is there to do? Here we go. Journal updated. Go to the cockpit. Get the Joker in the cockpit on the upper deck of the Normandy. Let's go.
Mayday! 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 This is SSV Normandy!
What a way to start the game.
From an unknown enemy! Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Look at that. Let's get Joker out of here, guys.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack. Watch these arms! Commander!
Wow. The suit is leaking. Oh. Mass Effect 2. Whew, what a way. What a way to start the game. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on my comment for now. Mass Effect Genesis is an interactive comic that summarizes the events of Mass Effect 1. Would you like to review the story so far? I think it's a good idea. Yes. Mass Effect Genesis interactive backstory comic.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Udina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that.
Yep.
They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago.
Yep,
including
that's
the
true.
Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently, she'd felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead. Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novaria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone. With the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms.
Yeah.
And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks.
Yep.
He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him.
Yeah.
Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Caden was a good man, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him.
That's right.
Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Caden's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other, and it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our Human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell.
Yep.
But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there, I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Wow, that was good, but I don't know if I'm gonna show it because it went by so fast and I provided almost no input.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
The Lazarus Project. And here we are at the character creation. Okay, we had a lot happened. So first things first. Yes, of course I remember that amazing opening. But as it had been in the Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition playthrough, I'm not going to spoil the game for those of you who have never played this game. But once we get past like major events like that opening, then I'm gonna talk about it if I have something interesting to say. And yeah, what a way to start a game. So far, Mass Effect 2 is my favorite in the series. Now, this may have changed, to be honest, because I enjoyed our playthrough of Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition so much. All these games are good. But the point being, with how special this game is to me, of course I remember the opening. But yeah, whoever attacked us must have been very powerful to have figured out where the Normandy was, even during stealth. And then the attacks, the lasers, they just ripped through the Normandy. That scene was devastating. It was shocking how Navigator Presley just he was the first to go, right? And then after that, things just went worse and worse. But yeah, That was one thing that I want to talk about. Number two, I'll try to be quick. Yeah, the Genesis comic, I've never seen it before. I think that's one of the DLC that's included in the Legendary Edition. And that was a very interesting way to recap the events of the first game, but yeah, as I mentioned before, I'm not sure if I'm gonna show that because it went by very fast and I had no input for most of it. And that comic, I'm guessing, is a way to not only to recap but also maybe to set up choices for players that start with the second game, because there's a lot of such players. But in my case, since I made those choices, since we are importing a Mass Effect 1 character, we were able to just read the whole comic, or rather watch the whole cutscene in one go. And of course, Mass Effect 1 is a very, how should I say, a game that has so many choices built into it, right? And the medium that we just consumed was a comic, so the comic, there's no way the comic could incorporate all choices that we made. What I'm trying to say is the choice as to which squad members went with you to your missions may not be reflected 100% in the comics, right? Which makes sense. But I noticed something that's interesting. So the comic showed us conversing with Sovereign, and then we split the group, with Kaidan going one direction and Ashley to the other. But that was not exactly how things went down. We actually split the group way before the assault began. So yeah, that's one interesting tidbit I found there. But yeah, I've been rambling long enough. So let's proceed with the Lazarus project. Okay, facial reconstruction. Choose the default or custom procedure. I'm gonna accept imported face. Choose class enhancement procedure. Interesting. So we actually get a choice to... We actually get the choice to change our class. I'm gonna read them one by one. Soldier. High-level operatives are outfitted with ocular synaptic processors that allow them to focus on targets with lethal accuracy. Power training, adrenaline rush, concussive shot. Weapon training, assault rifle, shotgun, sniper rifle, heavy pistol. Ammo training, incendiary, cryo, disruptor. Soldiers are pure combat specialists. No one is tougher or more effective at taking down enemies with gunfire. Soldiers have the most thorough weapons training and can use all special ammo types. Okay, maybe I'll just read the last paragraph of each. Infiltrator. Infiltrators are tech and combat specialists with the unique ability to cloak themselves from visual and technological detection. Infiltrators are deadly at any range with a wide variety of weapons, equipment, and powers that can take down any enemy. Okay. Vanguard. Vanguards are feared for their high-risk, high-reward combat style, closing quickly on enemies and destroying them at close range with weapons and biotic abilities. Okay. You know what? I should read the first and the last paragraph, I think. So, infiltrator here. Infiltrators are equipped with cloaking systems that allow them to avoid detection for short periods of time, granting a tactical advantage over enemies. Whereas Vanguards are outfitted with L5N implants, enabling them to perform a biotic charge that strikes the opponent with incredible force, while bringing the Vanguard in close for short-range combat. Interesting, so these classes are not one-to-one with their Mass Effect 1 counterparts. Infiltrator can go invisible, and Vanguards can now charge into combat. Let's continue with the other classes first. Sentinel. Sentinels are equipped with the most advanced ablation armor system to keep themselves safe. If overloaded, the system will stun all enemies within a short distance. Sentinels are unique, bringing both tech and biotic abilities to the battlefield. While they lack the focus of adepts and engineers, they are versatile and can handle any situation. Okay. Adept. Adepts are outfitted with L5X implants that can spawn a micro-singularity, damaging enemies and pulling them into the air. Adepts are biotic specialists, capable of disabling and killing enemies with raw biotic power. While they lack advanced combat training, they are the best at defeating enemies without firing a shot. And last but not least, Engineer. Engineers can spawn combat drones to harass enemies or force them out of entrenched cover positions. Engineers are tech specialists, the only class able to employ combat drones on the battlefield. Engineers are the most effective class at blasting through enemy defenses and disabling opponents. All interesting classes, as was the case with Mass Effect 1. And Soldier was the quote-unquote boring choice. And now that the other 5 classes have all these nice perks to them, infiltrators going invisible, Vanguard charging into combat, Sentinel with the stun armor, as in an armor that can stun enemies, Adepts with singularities, and Engineer with combat drones. Oh, sorry, I pressed circle, I think. Arguably the Soldier class got even more boring. But I liked playing the class well enough in the first game, and I would like to be consistent with our class choices, so I'm gonna go with Soldier again. Your achievements give you access to the following bonus powers. Select one. Flashbang Grenade. It's the only choice we got. Review personnel records. Name John Shepard. Origin Earthborn. Reputation War Hero. Class Soldier. Powers Flashbang Grenade. Profile registration complete. Press X to confirm or circle to go back. Accept. Once you confirm your character is complete, you will be unable to change any settings. Confirm. Yeah, here, state-of-the-art weapons use thermal clips to prevent overheating. Clips are universally designed, so use any retrieved from combat. Yeah.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Steps pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker.
Wow, so many notifications to the right of our screen. Renegade. Paragon. Okay. So they somehow...
Wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
Okay, they somehow brought us back to
Focus,
life.
Shepard. Get the pistol and armor from the locker.
Yes, okay.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from... Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow. Get behind cover now. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast.
Ooh.
Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
Okay, I see it right there, but can we explore first? I gotta say, this game
Find a thermal clip and get moving.
looks good already. Okay, Miranda.
Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off.
Yeah, they changed how ammos work. It's not using overheating system anymore. It uses the thermal clip now. Okay, forward on the left analog stick and X to vault.
Look out!
Oh,
Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
journal updated. Escape the facility. Of course, we missed our first shot. That's very in character for me, not necessarily for Commander Shepard. But yeah, I'm gonna break immersion for a little bit and I'm gonna check out the journal. New prologue. Awakening. You've regained consciousness in some kind of medical facility. You must find your way to safety. Escape the facility. Miranda wants you to get to the shuttles. Follow her directions to escape. Okay. Squad. Squad points 8. Makes you tougher, stronger, faster, and more charismatic? Now why won't we go with this first? Disruptor ammo. Adrenaline rush. You know what, I'm gonna leave this alone for now actually. Okay. So we just walk up to thermal clips to pick them up. Oh, water dispensers. Look very much alike with water dispensers of today, interestingly enough. I wonder what year it is. Mass Effect 1 took place in 2183, of course. Okay, let's open this door. No enemies so far.
Security mechs are closing in on your position. Take cover.
How do we run? Ooh, Headhunter. Perform 30 headshot kills. Man, the text in this game, they all fly by so quickly. Oh my god, come on. Okay.
Nice work, Shepard. Coast is clear.
Now I don't know if I deserve to hear that I did a good job, because that was terrible. That was terrible aiming, that was terrible staying behind cover. Interesting that one of the mech exploded, right? Okay, we kind of need to pay attention as to where these thermal clips are then, because we can actually run out of ammo now. Ooh, we have big mechs too.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long.
Okay. Who's attacking? Dead soldier, take grenade launcher.
Reinforcements heading your way. Grab the grenade launcher off the security officer's body.
The door is locked, okay. Wait, why can't I get it? Okay.
Here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher to take them out.
Hold L1 to select grenade launcher. Rapid fire grenade launcher, effective against armor, shields, and biotic barriers. M100 grenade launcher, okay. Hold L2 to zoom. Yup.
Take the elevator down one floor.
Okay. Ooh, we have new types of weapons too. Wait, can we replenish the ammo with the thermal clips? Makes sense that they will be using yeah, they would be using a different type of ammo. Ooh, that surprised me. Okay, can we go back up? The answer is no.
Hurry! Get to the door! Run!
Storm through the fire. Ooh, okay.
You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, read me. I've got men closing in on my position.
This is quite a neat tutorial. It's just we don't really have the time to get our bearings.
Allied force casualties.
Who's that? I'm gonna pull up the map. We cannot do that. Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna go through this door first. How do we run? Oh, I was somehow able to pull up the minimap for a moment. Cerberus laptop. Access data logs.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
So Cerberus really did bring us back to life.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far.
4 billion.
Nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all this money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Cerberus is of course that human group that's not very kind to other races in the Milky Way galaxy. How? That guy was just gone. Now that's not to say that we are always against Cerberus, it's just sometimes both us and Cerberus wants to keep humanity safe, right? It's just yeah, sometimes Cerberus's priorities are you know, not entirely aligned with Shepard's. Okay, we'll get there when we get there, but yeah, that's...
I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old Ice Queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Okay, I'm still gonna try to explore as much as I can, but I'm gonna go over the journal and the codex in more detail after we get out of this place.
Incoming. Have a nice trip.
Who's that? Okay. Why can't I aim? Why can't I aim? Okay.
Drop. What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Always go with the dialogue options on the left to learn more about the situation, because most of the time the choices on the right precedes the conversation. Most of the time.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it!
Ooh.
Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
Just a few questions. Why are they attacking? I'm tired of taking orders. Just a few questions. I would want to go with this, but in the event that we cannot go with all of the options, I actually have more than one question. So let's see.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been
2 years
or worse that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
Where is here, though?
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. Low on
Fair
thermal
enough.
clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Oh. How do we do that though? Paragon, okay. Hold R1 to access the power wheel. Select pull. Levitates enemies, rendering them helpless while they drift towards you. I think this is a new power, no? It's kind of like a interesting variation of the lift. So we got lift, throw before. Pull is new, I think. Okay. Pull. Merciless. Make 20 enemies. Oh my god.
They're falling back.
Can, man.
Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
Again, all these text, all these pop-ups just went by too quickly for me. Okay, investigate. Let's go like this, right? Or maybe like Shepard's injuries, Normandy crew, and yeah.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
Project Lazarus.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
2 years. So it's now 2185. We were out for 2 years. That's a long time.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
Aligns with what we heard Miranda said in one of the data logs. Okay, Normandy crew.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived.
Oh.
A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion.
Yeah.
But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Oh, that's good.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
Left the Alliance. I'm assuming Jacob means the human members of the Normandy crew. Because like Liara, Tali, Garrus, and Rex, I don't think they've ever been part of the Alliance.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Yeah.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
Okay, then let's talk about the attack on the station then.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam!
Oh.
Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
Oh, so these are their own mechs being sabotaged to attack them. I mean, we kind of spoiled ourselves and we know that they are Cerberus. Like Jacob and Miranda, they are Cerberus. And let's ask about Miranda first, since she's the one who spearheaded the effort to resurrect us, as I understand it.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
Okay, now let's talk about Jacob himself.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant, but I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
Okay, we asked all we could, so let's get out of here now.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
The way Wilson said that, does he want me dead?
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on, The service tunnels are this way.
Okay. So we came from there. Oh, almost missed that. Datapad. Activate open logs.
Log update. The Lazarus project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive.
Yeah.
This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for everything I've done.
Okay. Oh, these are quite new, guys. Let me study it a little bit. Oh. Can we pull up our map now? Not really, no. Okay.
They've seen us.
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Woohoo!
Crap!
Somehow Jacob.
Moving toward the control room. Don't get pinned down. I'll see what I can do.
Somehow Jacob didn't say his line there. Okay.
Oh God, they found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B. Hurry! They're out of control.
Up those
Okay.
stairs, Shepard.
Oh God, I'm hit. They shot me.
I don't know if shouting is the best course of action, Wilson. But okay, glad we didn't miss this one.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we
Okay.
alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Interesting. Aligns with what Jacob said. We're not a clone.
Jacob! Shepard! Down here!
Okay. Sorry, Wilson, I have to explore first as much as I can. But okay. What you got?
Bastards got me in the leg!
I remember you, Wilson.
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some medi-gel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the medi-gel from the first aid station on the wall.
Okay.
Wilson's hurt bad. He needs help.
Okay. Hold R1 to access the power wheel. Select Unity. It's this one. Use Unity. Revives any wounded fallen squad member. Nice.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
I don't trust any of you yet. It doesn't matter. Interesting, even Jacob is kinda suspicious of Wilson. Like, makes sense. Like, why would they shoot you in the leg? You'd be behind cover, right? Like, I don't know.
I don't care who set up who. Those mechs are shooting at all of us. We'll sort it out later.
We need to find Miranda first. We can't just leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
But yeah, she tried to help me, and according to Jacob, she seems to be strong enough to withhold the attack for some time at least, so maybe we still got a chance.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Not to mention that.
Maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few.
Ooh.
Overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
Okay, select overload. Wait, you're gonna overload the canisters that you're next to? Massive energy blasts overpower shields and synthetic enemies. Okay then.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Somehow Wilson still lives after that. Ooh.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
We found that out, actually. I'm not gonna go never heard of them. We heard of them. That sounds familiar. You lied to me. Why would Cerberus save me? That sounds familiar.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what.
I appreciate
Once we're off
that.
the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive man.
Elusive man? Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I think that's the man that talked with Miranda. The very first cutscene, right? If I remember correctly. I'll never work for Cerberus. They killed Admiral Kahoku, right? I think I remember that right. And they were trying to unleash alien monstrosities in the Attican Traverse in one part of the Milky Way galaxy. For reasons that it escapes my mind for now. But yeah.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I'm not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss, but after we've saved our butts. We're almost at the shuttle.
Look at how many new... Ooh, Renegade action. Paragon action. Okay. How do we take out our weapons? It's not the touchpad, but yeah. Try to keep up, Wilson. Ooh, credits. Okay. Oh, come on, open. Okay. Where are we going? Can we open our map now? Not really, no. Let's pull up the journal. Why is the game saving? Get to the shuttle. The shuttle is your only hope of getting off the station alive. Okay.
Hostiles detected.
Okay. Okay.
Stun 'em!
Overload. Let's go, Wilson. Where's the rest of them? Like, I'm totally blind here. We don't have a minimap, no nothing. Well, totally blind is wrong. We can still see. It's just, you know. Okay, that's where we are supposed to. Oh, we are flanked. How do we run? Oh, okay. This is very wrong. This is very wrong. Oh God. Where are you, Jacob? Maybe pull one of them. Oh. Being shot from behind as well? We're being... Oh! Don't mind if I do. This game is kinda hard. Not gonna lie to you. I mean, I'm not the best
Sure thing.
shooter player to begin with. It's just... Oh, I'm kind of overwhelmed. Okay. We really need to make use of what we remember from the first game as to like how to position people, how to return them back to us, and all of that. Let's check these. Yeah, I saw the shuttle behind us. But let's... Ooh!
Threat neutralization initiated.
Okay. Access personal logs. Okay.
Test subject has been recovered, but damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
I really have both of them to thank for me still being here. Money! Or credits rather. Ooh, wall safe. Highlight individual nodes to find matching symbols. When you found 2 matching symbols, select them to complete the circuit. Complete all circuits before you run out of time to bypass security. Okay, let's try. Okay. Can't believe I still remember how to play this minigame. There we go. Credits recovered. Yeah, so unlike Mass Effect 1, this minigame is the same as the one in PC because I beat this game all those years ago on PC. In Mass Effect 1, the minigame we use for overriding saves and all that are different. In the PC, it's more like a lockpicking game where you have a cursor and you want to get it to the center, and there's these walls revolving around and you have to navigate the rings until you get to the center. Whereas the in the console version, in the last playthrough, we override like saves and all that by playing like a game of whatchamacallit, Simon Says, is that it? Something like that. We basically need to press the highlighted buttons. Okay. Let's open the door. Where's Miranda?
Through here. We're almost at the... Miranda?
Oh!
But you were...
Ooh!
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Okay. That's Miranda. The one and only Yvonne Strahovski, by the way. Okay, okay. Which one? Which one? Let's go with this.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
Oh, we can go with more than just one option. This is great. This is great.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
Touche, Miranda. Okay, I kinda knew. Yeah, I kinda knew. But is it necessary to say that, though? I guess we will get to it anyway.
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Good instincts. Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Let's go. Location during the attack. Ah, Miranda, right. Where Miranda was during this attack. Yeah, let's go like this.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
Miranda is... what's the word? Sassy? But yeah, witty. She's witty. Okay.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Well, okay then. Destination.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
Okay.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
Wow. Very rich individual. He's apparently the head of Cerberus. Okay, let's go, I guess. We asked everything we could.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Ooh. FTL travel, I think?
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Okay. Yeah, I want to ask about the 2 years thing. I mean, it's quite straightforward, but like, I don't know if I can say this anyway, but yeah, so let's go with this.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. Tough environment, no parents. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Earthborn War Hero.
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
It was a hard choice. That's what it really was.
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
This is interesting. Because we were at odds with Cerberus, I remember that. In our first
playthrough. The elusive man
playthrough.
is waiting for you in the other room.
But Jacob is giving us this other texture, so to speak, to Cerberus. I mean, he was in the Systems Alliance for quite a while, 5 years. So, yeah, very interesting. And yeah, Miranda too. She brought us back. She seems very dedicated to the project. And yeah, very witty. Both of them, like Jacob and Miranda, seems to be strong people, and for some reason, well, maybe not for that weird, but they seem to be very, like, loyal to this elusive man, no? I mean, maybe that's just normal because they work for the guy, but yeah, finally, some room to breathe. So I'm gonna pull up the journal. Talk to the elusive man. Go speak to the elusive man in the room downstairs. Codex. Oh my. Okay, all primary ones. Some secondary ones as well. Do we really have to set up as an SC episode this early? Who knows? But let's go over the primary codex entries. And after this, I'm gonna wrap this episode up, I think. Or should we do this next time? Because we are already like past the 90-minute mark. You know what? We'll do this next time. But yeah, that's our first episode of Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. To recap, we were on a cleanup mission aboard the Normandy, where we were looking for remnants of Saren's army, mainly Saren's Geth army, that is, when this unknown ship somehow was able to detect the Normandy while it was still in its stealth mode, and this other ship just kept shooting at the Normandy and destroying it basically. Now luckily, as Jacob said, most of the crew actually made it out alive, but not Shepard. After we managed to save Joker, or at least I believe so, what's the term? I'm pulling something from future episodes, possibly like a minor spoiler. Shepard was spaced, right? That is, he was exposed in space. At that point, the N7 armor was actually like punctured and all that, and so he died. And Cerberus found him, and they set up this Lazarus project headed by Miranda to the left of our screen there, and she and her team, including Wilson, put in 2 years and virtually unlimited money to this project. The Elusive Man, that is, but an astronomical amount of money to this project to brought us back. And Wilson wanted to sabotage that for some reason, and we needed to break out of the station. Miranda helped us. She let us know about the attack and told us what to do, and we followed her instructions until we met Jacob, apparently a former Alliance soldier, but now both of them, both Miranda and Jacob, are working for Cerberus, and the 3 of us made it out of the station safely. Now we are here, and in the next episode we are going to talk with the Elusive Man himself. Hopefully we'll find out what he wants from us. Why did he go so far as to bring Shepard's back, all with all his memories and personalities intact? Interestingly enough, he didn't resurrect Shepard as a Cerberus slave or like erase his memories or anything like that. He didn't even think to clone us. I'm not sure if cloning is a known quantity, is a known technology in Mass Effect. I can't quite remember. But yeah, that would be it for our first episode of Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. Thank you very much for watching all the way through to the end and for going on another adventure with me. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing you on the next episode. So goodbye for now, and I hope you have the greatest day. See ya!